Paper. So much paper. What up guys, it's Blue from Blue Shoes, and today we're here to review another pair of Jordan 1s, a blue pair of Jordan 1s. So Blue from Blue Shoes is reviewing some blue shoes.
What did he say?
These are the Jordan 1 Retro OG High Royal Reimagined. Before we get into the shoes, I'll just quickly mention the box. Obviously, typically the Jordan 1 box is a black shoe box with red for the Nike swoosh and Nike symbol. However, they mix it up just a little bit with this to make this a black box with a patent kind of like blue, shiny blue logo on the box. So pretty cool. As you saw at the beginning of the video, there is quite a bit of paper in this box. There was the normal, just like one big sheet of paper that the shoes are covered in, but then there were also two massive pieces of wrapping paper that each sneaker was individually wrapped in. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I guess extra cushion for the shoes in the box while they travel. I don't know. All right, enough of the box. So yes, again, this is the Jordan 1 Retro OG High Royal Reimagined. So obviously these are based off of the color blocking of the OG pair, the Royal Jordan 1s. However, they have mixed it up a little bit as they've been doing with some of their sneakers lately, some of their classic color blockings. Of course, they already earlier this year did the Jordan 1 Chicago in a reimagined way. It was the Chicago Lost. It was the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. And it was kind of the classic Chicago colorway, but remixed to be a little bit different, and had a whole story behind it. It was pre-aged with the cracked leather. Then you had the Jordan 3 White Cement reimagined. And even though the Jordan 1 satin breads that they released recently wasn't a reimagined pair, it was still a classic color blocking, but kind of remixed with the materials. Well, this is no different. First, the look of the shoe. I think these look great. I know that a lot of people, just because they've been done a little differently than the 2017 all leather pair of Jordan 1 Royals, a lot of people aren't super hyped on these. Like, I believe you can still go find these for retail, and some places like StockX and GOAT even slightly under retail, which is ridiculous because a year and a half ago, you couldn't hardly get a pair of Jordan 1s from Sneakers or Nike, or heck, you could enter Foot Locker raffles, Champs, everywhere, and still maybe not get a pair. When the last two pairs of Jordan 1s that I've entered on Sneakers for, I've gotten a pair of, and then they've ended, and I was super pumped because I thought, oh, I was so lucky, but then they actually ended up sitting, including in my size, which is a 10, which is a super common size. So yeah, Jordan 1s just aren't quite hitting like they used to with the public. The economy might have something to do with that. But still, this is a super classic color blocking for a pair of Jordans, but they're just not selling. I think they're great. I know some people have complained about the color blue. It's a little brighter and a little more vibrant than the 2017 and kind of the classic Royal Jordan 1 color. It's a slightly darker tone of blue. I know some people have been like, it's just too bright. It's a little too childish for me. Personally, I love bright sneakers, so this couldn't be any better. I think these materials feel super premium, super nice. So I think a lot of people are missing out and being haters. Sorry, haters out there, but these are cool shoes. Anyways, but yeah, the looks classic. It's that same kind of like Jordan 1 bread color blocking where it's mostly black, but then you have kind of the heel portion and the Nike swoosh, the one color, and the toe that color as well, with again the mostly black upper and the black shoelaces, black tongue. Yeah, I think it's a super classic color blocking for Jordan 1s, maybe the most classic. Now for the materials of the shoe. So the materials of the shoe, again, is kind of the one thing that I feel like is a lot of people are considering a negative for the shoe, whereas I think it's great. For the upper of the shoe, you have this suede on all of these blue sections on the shoe, on the heel here, the Nike swoosh, the toe right there. It is a pretty thick cut suede. It feels super nice to the touch. It's not too furry and like too thick. And then these black sections are actually nubuck. And just for all of you out there who may or may not know, suede and nubuck are both types of leather. So I said earlier, you know, the OG Royal pair was all leather. These are all leather as well. It's just that it's a different kind of leather than like the finished leather, the nice slick finished leather that you have on the classic pair. You still have the black nylon tongue that we're used to seeing on Jordans. The shoelaces are the same as all Jordan 1s are. Of course, you have the rubber midsole there, cup sole, pretty standard for Jordan 1s. And let's not forget the blue outsole that I think is just beautiful, especially when you're walking and you just get that glimpse of bright blue on the heel or on the sole of the shoe. It's beautiful. But of course, that outsole is a semi-radial traction pattern. I don't ball in Jordan 1s. I feel like they're more of a fashion statement these days, but I have heard that they do have really great traction, believe it or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the materials. I will say the shoes did come with an extra pair of laces, a royal blue pair of laces to match the blue on the shoe. If you're interested in that, I think personally they look great with the black shoelaces. I think that's kind of the best look for them, but if you want a little extra bit of color or pop to your look, you can switch out the black laces for the blue or mix and match if you so felt inclined. For the fit and comfort, yeah, these fit just like a normal pair of Jordan 1s. So very true to size. I'm a size 10 in most shoes and I wear a size 10 in Jordans. They kind of have a looser fit than a lot of modern sneakers. They're not uncomfortable, but they're definitely obviously not up to modern standards when it comes to comfort, because this is a pretty old shoe from the 80s that they still make today, pretty similarly to how they used to. On the inside of the shoe, we actually have, I believe, a polyurethane, maybe it's polyurethane. I'm not actually 100% sure. It's it feels super soft, honestly, more soft than a lot of their polyurethane insoles are. So I don't know, it could be just a regular foam, but it definitely feels more like a polyurethane insole. And you can always buy your own really comfortable insoles. Take out these insoles that are in these shoes are super easy to take out. You can put on your own really comfortable insoles and yeah, add those to these, and I think that will make them a lot more comfortable. But yeah, I think that's about it for these. Wife, what do you think about the Jordan 1 Retro OG High Royal Reimagined?
I like the color blue. They're quite not like the university blues. Those are my favorite, but I really do like this blue. I don't like it really dark, but they're not as dark as I thought they were. So I really like that, and I like the black. I also like the texture. I'm a texture person, so I like to pet them all the time, I guess, if I want.
Yeah, I've found myself, since I've had these, routinely kind of just running my fingers through the suede. It's very soft. It's really nice texture, as you said.
Be careful in the rain though.
Yeah, definitely suedes, nubuck, they don't handle water and the weather super great. So definitely avoid wearing shoes like this in the rain or when it's wet or muddy outside, because yeah, that'll ruin way faster than something like leather, which is a lot more water resistant. So the cost of these for retail was $180. So they've gone up a little bit. They used to be, a couple years ago, they were $160, then they went up to $170. Now they're all the way up to $180, which is a little expensive for a pair of Jordans. But like I said, you can actually find these for under retail on StockX and GOAT and a few places like that, at least at the time of recording this. But yeah, getting a pair of Jordan 1s for retail a long time ago was pretty unthinkable, but $180. That is it. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna continue to make sneaker reviews, sneaker update, news and updates, leaks, release dates, all those kind of fun things. So if you would like to stay tuned to the channel, please subscribe. You can even click the bell to turn on notifications for when I release those new videos. Also, go out, maybe subscribe to a channel or like a video for a channel that's a little less known. You never know what that could do for somebody. It might brighten or bless their day. So yeah, it's been real. It's been fun, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Blue out.